All right, now coming to Sheikh Mohammed's news, or rather UAE-based news, with focus being on Sheikh Mohammed. Okay, the announcements or the things that he's doing. This one is September 14th, which says that Sheikh Mohammed announces 2 month salary bonus. So the ruler of Dubai named the 5 best and worst performing centers of the UAE government, and as a reward, he gave the best performing centers 2 month salary bonus. Now, what are my thoughts about it? Offering cash incentives for a job well done, I would just say it's a moral boost in the short term, but in the long term, it gives a very wrong message, because then people tend to become very greedy towards more money. So it's like they'll never be happy with what they are getting. They would never give their utmost best for that salary. They'd always believe that if I give even better service, I will get, 2 months salary or 3 months salary as a bonus. And if I don't get, then, I'll be discouraged to give my best. So it actually sets a very bad precedent. And I think this is a really bad move by Sheikh Mohammed. Cash it's never enough, and then people always would want more. So I think this is a mistake done on his part. He is just trying to show I'm very generous and keeping these people happy. But all you're doing is increasing your costs. You're sending the wrong message, and you're telling people, I'll pay you more money if you do your job. Their job is to be the best. Their job is to do their best. So if you're going to keep incentivizing them with more money every time they do their job, they're never going to be happy with what they have. So this is my take. You can tell me if I'm wrong or right. The next one, related to Sheikh Mohammed's announcement. This one is Sheikh Hamdan, that is Sheikh Mohammed's son. Okay. Now what he does is he suddenly makes this announcement on social media, kind of following like Sheikh Mohammed's, style of doing things, or you could say a little bit of Donald Trump. He makes this big announcement that, I want these Emiratisation efforts done, planned out within 2 weeks, or, something is going to happen. So this again is another stupid move, according to me. You're giving people, you better do it in 2 weeks. And that also you're announcing to the whole world. Why are you announcing to the whole world? Obviously, you want to be noticed. You want to be seen. That's why we put whatever announcements or posts we have on social media, is because we want the whole world to know. Like when I put my daughter's photograph, I want the whole world to know. I feel very happy. Oh, see my daughter. And everyone says, oh, so cute and so nice. And yes, because if I wanted it to be private, I wouldn't put it on social media. I'd just put it in an album and put it in my cupboard, so keep it private. But we show it publicly, whether it's a Starbucks coffee cup or, coffee that we're having, or a sandwich, we take a photograph and chiki, and, we make it look attractive and brighten the colors and sharpen the image and add shadings and whatever and make it look amazing and say, oh, I'm enjoying the good life. And, why are we doing this? Because we want people's attention. So we want, hey, look at me, hey, I'm here. Why do you think I put the tattoos on my face? Because I was like, look at me, I am special, I'm different. So that's no secret. So even Sheikh Hamdan is like, but you're looking at my father, look at me, me, you. I am here, hello, I am also. That's what I feel. Because if he really had to, be effective, I think a one-to-one communication, just imagine if the ruler comes up straight up to your face, he's your boss, and forget the ruler. If your boss tells you, better do the job or else, you'll lose it. I think that's enough for people to really push themselves. So the reason he's being out there is just because he wants to be known. I think this is a PR campaign by the father, just to make sure that the son is also noticed a little bit more and accepted as a leader who's taking action, because everyone knows the bottom line is the father is the one who runs the country. The father is the one who's the one-stop shop. Everyone else below him is just puppets. So he's the main leader. So maybe this is his way of showing, my son is taking over. I would be convinced that Sheikh Hamdan is really the leader in the front. When the father steps down and says, my son is taking over, I'm at the background. So even if his father acts as an advisor or does whatever the father says, which is in most of the cases, but it would be good that the father takes a backseat, son comes forward. But knowing Sheikh Mohammed, he is always going to be in the front and is going to be there until he can literally no longer work or stand. So that's my take. You can tell me if I'm wrong. Next one is, this is another announcement by Sheikh Mohammed, which I found is very, I'm not convinced. I'll tell you what it is. He says, government officials belong in the field with the UAE people, says Sheikh Mohammed, as per Arabian business. Now, I know that Sheikh Mohammed is trying to be a leader, trying to say that, you need to be out there, hands-on approach, not sit in an AC, air-conditioned office and enjoy life. Now, this is my take. Sheikh Zayed, who is the founding father of UAE, Sheikh Rashid, who was also one of the founding fathers of UAE and Dubai, especially Dubai, they were hands-on. They used to literally be out in the sun, in the sand. They literally, with their sweat, blood and tears, built the nation, the foundation. Sheikh Mohammed also, well, you could say that he's also hands-on, very futuristic. However, the rest of the generation is all air-conditioned, luxury, enjoy life. This is what happens with every business, every generation. The parents maybe struggle with their hands and as farmers and suffering, but their children enjoy a better life. So in the same way, the previous generation, they were actually desert nomads. They were actually living in the desert. They were sleeping in the sun. They were living in the tents. They were going through the tough, difficult phases of life. However, after money started coming in, the boom phase, and they made a lot of money, and so Lamborghinis and, like they say, camel to Cadillac. Okay, so they were enjoying expensive cars, expensive houses, luxury, servants, easy life. So I don't think any government official who enjoys a nice air-conditioned room, who enjoys luxury, a comfortable chair, four-wheel drive, the latest, just visualize. The guy who drives a Porsche four-wheel drive or a guy who sits in a Rolls Royce, is he going to be in the sun with the laborers and the people? No, they're not going to be. I'm sorry. It's just too far-fetched. They'll only do this when they know the ruler is coming. Oh, just to show I'm working hard. Oh, I'm working hard. They'll just do that. But when the ruler goes, they give a fuck. They go back to their same shit. Case in point, one of my friends, he works for the engineering office, which is Sheikh Mohammed's, company. It's engineering office. The name says it all. So the Asians were working there. There were many Asians before. They would be out in the sun. They would be working 7 days a week. Above them were the Arabic bosses, Egyptian, Palestinian, Syrian, and all that. And they would be the managers. So they would make sure that these Asians would work like dogs in the sun, sweat, work in a 50-degree heat and die. While these managers, they would enjoy sitting in the office, barking the orders. However, when their bosses, that is the next level, locals are at the top. When they would be there, these guys would obviously say, Faddal Sheikh, Faddal, you're great, Allah, everything. They would Allah, whatever, make them feel great. So, when they would come, obviously they would show, oh, I'm working with these people, I'm working very hard. And when they would come to visit the office, they would stay late until, just to show that I'm working hard. Okay, so that's it. So when there was a particular project, Asians used to work like dogs. Egyptian, Syrians, and all these Arab guys, they would, enjoy because they know Arabic. They are Arab Muslims, whatever. And the main Arab guys, the local Emirati, at the top. So when the project had to be handed over to the Sheikh, let's say the Sheikh is coming with his VIPs, the third level, that is the working class, they would actually make everything prim, proper, and ready. that time these Arab bosses would come there, Egyptian, Syrians, Iraqi, Iranis, whatever. They would come and say, okay, yalla, job is done. Okay, yalla, bara. All of you go home. Take off, no problem. And they would stand there with suit and tie, or they would wear their hard hat to show, oh, I'm working hard. And obviously, yes, the Emiratis would come there. So the Sheikh would be here, Emirati team. At this side, maybe you'll not see them, it would be the Arab nationals, the bosses, the Indians and everyone, they would be at home. So this is how it has always been. And it's no secret. You don't have to believe a word I say. Just ask anyone who works in the UAE. He'll tell you this is true. Maybe now the grip that these are Lebanese, Syrian, Egyptian, whatever, the grip that they had is gone. But this is how it used to be always, and still is in many parts. Okay. So by Sheikh Mohammed saying, oh, you need to be in the field and all this is all bullshit. They'll only be there when Sheikh Mohammed comes. When he gives a surprise visit, he will always see offices empty. And I can challenge you on this. The reason why Sheikh Mohammed doesn't give surprise visits every single time is because if he were to do that, he'd end up terminating all the people from all the offices and you'd not find anybody left to employ. So that's why, like my old mentor used to say, sometimes when you're the decision maker or the CEO or the boss, sometimes it's just best to close your eyes, act as if you didn't see, just walk off. So they'll think, oh, he missed. Because if you show that you did see and you don't take action, then they'll question whether this leader has the balls. So when you didn't see, they'll be like, oh, you never saw. Lucky me, I was smart. So that's what it is. You can tell me if I'm wrong.